What up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry, I'm moving a couple things real quick. Things I don't want the bunny to get a hold of because he is out right now. So, who's all in the house? Hi, Tanya. Hello, Miss Carol. I know you're here. Hi, Hank. Yeah, thanks for already smashing that like button, guys. I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. I am stuck here at the house because we had some good, really good thunderstorms today, and yeah, my whole entire front of my house is all flooded out. Hey, Chicken Hawk. Hey, Kirk. Hope you guys are doing good. I know you're doing good, Chicken Hawk. You were out mudding all day today. Hi, Carol Davis. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Randy. You know, this is like the most I've had in one of my live streams without having Heather with me or Boomer. Yeah, and Carol, you're not here. Like, it was straight up about 3 feet of water in the street in front of my house, and you couldn't even see my sidewalk, anything. It was all the way up in my front yard. Hey, Zach. Hey, Randy. But yeah, I had to go out and move my car, so my car is all the way in my front yard right now, right next to the house. I had to go and relieve my pool because I had this much before my pool started overflowing. Yeah, we were averaging about 3 inches an hour, and it was not letting up. No, it's not raining anymore. It finally stopped, but we're going to be getting more tomorrow. We are in our hurricane season right now. Gotta love it. Yeah, that I definitely did need a canoe today. That's no lie, Chicken Hawk. And yeah, Randy, that's not good. Texas, you guys like to get flooded out too. Oh yeah, my Stitchy. I love my Stitchy. It's one of my favorites. I actually got him from the Disney store too. And yeah, sorry about the cereal box back there. My squirrels are out and they like to get into things, and so I have to keep taking stuff away from them because they keep dragging stuff out. Love it or leave it. Which tattoo? I have lots of them. This one is my Night Number 4 Christmas piece. As you can see, I have Jack back there. I have Sally here. I have Zero there. And then I have, let's see if I can get them, Lock, Shock, and Barrel up there. And it has one more session, and then it is completely done. Thank you. I love it too. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, so I had to get it. And then over here, I have, that one is my Strange Music sign from my boy Aaron Yates. If you guys haven't known who he is, that is Tech 9. I'm from Kansas City, so I grew up knowing him before he even got big. So I got him on my arm to always represent one of my good friends. And then I have 2 pentagrams on my wrist. And no, they are not there for what you guys think. If you watch him, if you have had any of, I'm getting tongue tied. If you have seen any of my former videos, talking about Bobby or anything like that, those are for him. In fact, where is it? I always keep this with me in my pouch, my camera bag. But I got those because of that. And that's what he had around his neck every single day until he passed away. So instead of getting his name or anything like that tattooed on me, I got something that symbolized him. Because I'm one of those people, I refuse to get names on me. It's all good, Randy. It happens, You love, you lose. I know you're going to be here in 43 days, Carol. That's unreal. We're going to have a lot of fun. My friend Carol is coming out from Washington State here in 43 days, and she's going to be out here for a week. So we're going to do some epic things together. Thank you. Bobby was my first love. I was with him from the time I was 11 years old all the way up until I was 20. So, yeah. Nice. Hi, Jessica. I know that's a nice drive from Washington State. They did it last summer too. And they're doing it again this summer. This is going to be a long drive. But I think they're flying this time. I'm doing good, Dennis. And I'm in my over the yellow house. To be honest with you, the only thing that creeped me out in that yellow house was the bugs. I mean, people were complaining that we were spending too much time on the bugs. Well, every other time that we've been in there has never been that many bugs in there. So yeah, it was a little bit on the different side. And like we said before, we're not scared of anything that's that's dead. It's the things that are living that scare the crap out of me. And like I said in that video, why I have such a bad fear of spiders. I am definitely thinking hard about going to the Poltergeist trailer, to be honest with you. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys are flying in. You're renting a car. I forgot about that, Carol. I'm sorry that my scream scared you guys. Yeah, I kind of freaked out because all of a sudden there's this huge bug, and you couldn't see the eyes too well through the camera, but when our lights were hitting it, it honestly had red glowing eyes, and it was chasing us, and it scared the crap out of us so bad. Yeah, that was so much fun. Sorry, guys, my notifications are going off real quick. I've had my computer on for like an hour, and then all of a sudden now my notifications are all wanting to come through. And it's from you guys on my videos. So thank you guys. I love all the love and support I got on that. Yes, that was definitely a possessed bug. Hold on. Let me turn this down real quick. There we go. Make sure none of them know. That's okay. But that's the thing, Dennis. I want to do it alone. You know, I don't need to always have somebody with me to go into a lot of these places. And I've been doing this for years, a lot longer. Oh, thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. But I've been doing this for a long time, almost 20 years of paranormal investigating. I just started doing it on YouTube not too long ago, but I have honestly been doing this for 20 years. So for me, it's no big deal going into these places when I'm alone. I never go in without having some type of protection on me. So don't worry, guys. Whenever we go into these places, we have something on us that we need to use if we have to protect ourselves, whether it be knives, guns, something along those lines. We always have a weapon on us. We never go into these places completely barehanded. So when it comes to the fear factor on those things, yeah, it's a little bit on the scary side, and yeah, you are taking a risk, but at the same time, it's what you do when you're a paranormal investigator. Because there are times where you get more activity when you are by yourself, than when you are with a group of people. When you're with a group of people, they don't want to come out nearly as much. When you're completely 100% by yourself, that's when they really like to come out and play. So yeah, it's just the trolls. There are times when I know I'm going into a really dangerous place. If I'm going to be like completely by myself, I'll have somebody on standby, so they know exactly where I'm at. They know when I get there. They know when I leave. They know everything, and I get checked in on quite a bit whenever I go and do these things too. So I always have somebody that I actually can have my back too. That's never too far away. All right, Tanya. Hi, Aaron. I hope you are having a great night. You've used Josh once. He's so scary. Yeah, the non-believers are an interesting bunch. But hey, everybody has their own opinion. You know, opinions are like assholes. We all have one. Am I vegan? No. Um, I don't eat that much meat, to be honest with you, but I do eat some meat. So I'm not vegan, but I'm pretty close to it. That is true. All I have to do is burp. I had to leave that part in. I thought you guys would get a good laugh out of that. Yes, gator tail. Oh, I love some gator tail. You have not missed anything, Hawk, and nice to see that you're in here. I'm reading your guys' comment, so I don't want to miss anything. So just bear with me for a second, guys. Okay, I'm all caught up now. I had to catch myself up a little bit. I know, I'm shocked. 17 people is awesome. Last time I did a live stream completely by myself, I had like 4. So I'm happy that you guys are all in here. It's not really like chicken, to be honest with you. Gator tail has it's like white flaky meat. It's very tender if it's cooked the right way. I have had it where it was overcooked and it just turned straight rubber. It was disgusting. But if you have it cooked the right way, it kind of like it tastes kind of like a cross between like a chicken and like a fish mixed together without like the fishy taste. It's really good. Really, really good. Yes, it's very lean. There's hardly any fat on it, to be honest with you. The best place that I have found to get gator tail is down on Clearwater Beach at a place called Frankie's. They're so good, so good, and they're called gator bites actually. So they come in like little chicken bites almost, chicken nugget looking things. But they're really good, and they have a special tangy, spicy sauce that you go with them. I think the Yellow Murder House is honestly, I think it's very haunted. I think that some people have made it out to be a lot worse than it actually is for entertainment purposes. Um, I mean, there are crazy things that happen in there. I have had several experiences in there myself. So between seeing orbs, seeing like shadow things, seeing things move, um, actually even down to my first time ever being in there when Boomer left me in there by myself, I could clear as day hear a woman singing in the other room. It kind of freaked me out a little bit, so I went running straight towards it because when it's something paranormal like that, I'm not going to run away from it. I'm going to run towards it to find out what it is. So when I went into all the rooms and didn't find anything in there, that kind of put me on edge. But I have never been physically touched in there. I've never had anything thrown at me in there. I've never had anything like that happen to me in there. There are some people out there, and I'm not going to say names because I'm not a hater, but you know, to each their own on how they want to run their YouTube channels. There are just some people out there that like to go into some of these haunted places and exaggerate things to make it look a lot worse than it actually is. So not everything that you guys see from some of these other like YouTubers are 100% the truth of what's actually going on in there. A lot of them exaggerate things because they want to get the views and they want people to get scared and they want to think that everything is haunted and possessed and you're going to get things thrown at you and you're going to get slammed into walls and all this type of stuff. It's not always true. It takes a very very, 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 very powerful spirit to be able to do anything like that. And what's in there wants to make itself known, but I don't have the feeling, and I've never had the feeling that it's out to hurt anyone. They they more like want to get their point across. They want to say things to you. They want you to know that they're there. They want their presence to be known, but they're not gonna sit there and hurt people and things like that. So that's my take on the murder house. But I've been in there several times. I've only recorded twice in there, but I have been in there a total of 6 times. And so that's what I have went through, and I've seen and I've witnessed. I started going in there before I even started filming in there, to be honest with you. So I wanted to get the feel of it before I even started doing any type of YouTube videos, because if I'm going into a haunted place like that, I want to know that it is legit 100% haunted before I go in there and film. Because otherwise, it's kind of a waste of my time. But that's what I think. I am going to do the Poltergeist trailer soon. I don't know if I'm going to do that 100% by myself or if I'm going to take Heather with me, but I know I'm going to be doing that one soon. Oh God, yeah. After 20 years of doing this, there have been things that I have seen that have actually made me reevaluate on if I really want to keep doing this. But I love it, and so I'm never going to quit doing it. So it's part of me. It's always been part of me. The most haunted place that I have been to would actually be up in Kansas. Kansas has a lot of bad history. If you guys don't know, I was living on the Kansas-Missouri border, and Kansas was a free state. Missouri was a slave state. So a lot of things would happen right there on the border that were just horrible when it came to the slavery. But there has been a few places that I have been to up there that have honestly made me run out screaming. And yeah, that was not fun. I've had things fly off walls at me. I've watched weird liquids come bleeding out of walls before in this one house. They actually ended up tearing that house down. The people left everything that they belonged in there in the middle of the night because it got so bad. And it was one of my friends' houses, and that was when I was in high school. Other than that, the other scariest place I've been to would honestly be Stoll Cemetery, which is one of the seven. That one, I came face to face with my first demon. So that one really, really scared the crap out of me. Savannah, I lived there for 5 years. I've had quite a few paranormal experiences living there. Every single one of my houses I lived there was extremely haunted to the point we actually had paranormal investigators come out and research one of them. And they called me up and told me that straight out that they couldn't even go through the evidence because there was so much, and that they would never step a foot back in my house again. That was pretty cool. But nothing bad ever happened to us. But my first time I saw my demon, that was in Stoll Cemetery, and I have been there. It never stopped me from going back. It just intrigued me more. I wanted to know more. So I actually have a couple of videos up on my channel that were from one of the cemeteries out there. It's a really cool place. Very haunted. Dealing with a lot of witchcraft, a lot of magic, a lot of bad things like that. Oh, Boomer's texting me. But yeah, that place was no joke. They actually tore down all three of the churches that they had there in the cemetery trying to keep people out of it. And now if you step foot into that cemetery, you go to jail. The cops are out there on a regular basis. I have heard that there's a lot of places out in Texas that are haunted. One of my best friends actually lives out there. I have always wanted to do an actual prison. That's one thing I have not yet got to do. I would actually say I see dead people. I did when I was younger. I'm just more attuned to them. I'm more of a sensitive. I can feel them. So it's easier for them to come through to me. But yeah, I have not made my way out to New Mexico yet at all. That is on the other side of the country for me. I would like to do that when I get a little bit bigger. I would love to travel and do family events and meet all of you guys and everything. That would be amazing to me. I'd like to give every single one of you guys a huge hug. You're so the first time you saw a ghost chicken hawk? Yeah, it was a little one. Well, hello there. Well, hello. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry. Squirrely. Squirrel just jumped at my computer. Yeah, that's no lie. Chris, would you like to say hello? Let's see if we can get him. Nope. He's going to run away from me. He's trying to get a little squirrely. I didn't mean to make you jump. I'm sorry. He made me jump, actually. That was a little titan. They're out of their cage right now, so they're running amok in the house. I was kind of having a squirrel moment. They were lunging at me. And my arm was all cut up from them earlier. Come on, guys. Chill out. Jesus. Hi, Josh. Let's see if I can't turn you guys around so you can see them. You see them over there? Quit chewing on stuff. Not cool. Little fluffy butt. I do like going live. So I hope you saw my squirrelies. They are being little assholes tonight. Lotus came lunging at my face earlier today. My little one Cara likes to call her the face hugger because she always wants to be on your shoulder, but she never realizes how to jump onto your shoulder. She wants to jump at your face and land on your shoulder instead. What? Hello? Hello, no. Hold on a second, guys. Let me answer Boomer back. Telling him I'm live. Leave me alone. There. He was asking me for some places in Savannah for him to go to. And I told him about one place, and then he was letting me know that he found another one on this hidden path and everything. So I was like, well, leave me alone. I'm live. Come and join us or go away. I love you, Boomer, but damn, you're making my phone go off. Thank you. I like my ringtone too. Boomer always wants to talk. I think I get a call from him at least once a day, or at least a text from him every day. They chew things up once in a while, but to be honest with you, if I clap my hands and tell them stop chewing or stop that, they stop. But I have chewing blocks for them, and I give them lots of nuts and shells so that they always have something that they can chew on that way. Because otherwise, they will chew up everything because their teeth never stop growing. So they always are having to chew on stuff to file them down. They're interesting. I would love to make it out to North Carolina at some point. I think within the next year, I'm going to be doing a lot more traveling. You should hit Boomer Chicken Hunting or Chicken Hawk. Blah, blah. I have ICP on my mind. But yeah, you should definitely hit him up. He's there in Savannah. Oh, yeah, they've been shooting off fireworks around here, too. Stitch did scare the squirrel. That made me laugh. Yeah, Stitch does scare the squirrels. They're funny though when they something is interesting to them and like something is new. and they don't know how to react to it, they will actually like stick their tail up but to the side, and they'll start like doing this little jumping thing like towards it. It is the funniest thing in the world. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks so, Zach. That's awesome. What up, my ninja? Stop it! Yeah, actually, I was Randy. Oops, somebody caught me. Somebody else knows something I'm into. That's awesome. God, they get into everything. It's my only complaint is how they get into everything. How did I get my squirrels? That's a good question. I had a friend at one point in time that was a tree cutter. And he cut down a tree and he cut down a whole entire nest of them. So the mom ran away and she wasn't going to come back because, well, the tree was gone. So he called me up and he asked me if I knew how to save them because all of the rescue places that were in that area at the time said that they were just going to use them as owl and eagle food, which is not cool. So he called me up and asked me if I knew how to take care of them because he knows that I'm an animal whisperer and I take in rescues all the time. And he's seen me with raccoons and he's seen me with all kinds of animals over the years. So he called me up and asked me if I knew how to take them, and I took them in, and I've had them since they were just about that big. They look like hairless little mice things with really super long, crazy tails. But yeah, I've had them ever since, and I've nursed them back to health, and I was up with them every 3 hours like clockwork for the first 6 months of their life, feeding them with a little eyedropper. And the craziest thing about squirrels is until their eyes open, they cannot go to the bathroom on their own. So you have to stimulate them to make them go to the bathroom every time they eat, or else their bladders can explode and they can die. So it was a lot of work. But I did it, and I've tried releasing them back into the wild, I want to say 3 times now, but they keep coming back. And every time they come back, they're super skinny and they don't look good. And they're trying to get back into their cages. So I kind of just, after the after the fourth time, I just said, screw it. They're going to stay here. And so they have 2 big cages. So they stay in their cage for most of the time. I have them separate because I have one a male and one a female. And then they get they get let out for a few hours every evening, and they run amok and have a lot of fun and tear things up and drive me insane and scratch me all up, but they're really good. And no, you can't really potty train them, but it's not that big of a deal. They normally go back into their cage anyways to go to the bathroom, and they come back out. Or you might find like a little pellet here and there on the floor, but nothing big. Easy to clean up. A lot easier than a dog or a cat. The girls are with their dad right now. They are up in Kansas. Hi, Chad. So yeah, that's how I got my squirrelies. But they're a lot of fun. Yes, I am literally their mother. um, my gizmo he's hanging in there. It's a really touchy subject on that one, to be honest with you. The swelling is not going down. He has a straight up tumor on his junk, and the only thing that they can do to try to save him is by doing a crazy, crazy surgery that would pretty much turn him into a transgender. But for how old he is, they said that there's a 95% chance that he would just pass away right there on the table as soon as they put him under. So they told me as long as he keeps peeing, just keep cleaning it and keep him as healthy and happy as he possibly can. But it's pretty much just going to be one of those situations where it's going to end up taking his life, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's either that or I pay $900 for the surgery and have them kill him anyways. Don't have one yet. I'm actually going to be setting that up next week for the PO box. Yeah, that one's going to be a really hard one when he passes away, because that is, out of all my animals, that's my baby. He has been with me through thick and thin for 8.5 years now. 8 years. Yeah, 8 years now. So that's my baby. He's in my bed sleeping right now. But yeah, bears normally only live to 5 years old, and he's 8, so he's gotten a few more years longer than a normal ferret does. And my vet said that she has never seen one that is that old, that is that healthy, because otherwise he is extremely healthy. He's just got a tumor on him. But the thing is with ferrets, they like to inbreed them so much, so a lot of them have a lot of medical issues, and they end up getting cancer in the long run. And this just happens to be his bad luck, is that he got cancer in an area that we can't really fix. And I mean, that's a huge surgery of him having to go and cut off his junk and pretty and make him a puss, you know? I didn't even hear somebody sneeze. Huh. Yeah, see, where we used to live at when the squirrels were babies, everywhere that wasn't any type of animal wildlife protection, anything like that, they just said that they were going to use them as food. They weren't even going to try. That's why I took them in, because I couldn't see babies being just killed for absolutely just to be used as food when they had a chance. Yes, he is living a very awesome life. He's extremely spoiled. Extremely spoiled. It probably was a ghost. My house is extremely haunted. I have always lived in haunted houses for some reason. I don't know if they follow me or if the house is already haunted to begin with. I know that this house, after I bought it and moved into it, I found out that there was a gentleman that took his own life in my house. So, pretty sure it's him that's walking around and that we see and hear every once in a while and stuff. But he really likes messing with my front door. Like every single night around 2:30, between 2:30 and 4:30 in the morning, it sounds like somebody's trying to get in the front door. Or I have a door that goes outside in my bedroom too. That's on the side of the house, and you could like literally see the door handle moving, and it sounds like somebody's trying to get the door. I check all my security cameras because I got cameras all the way around the outside of my house, and there's nothing ever there. I've even went outside and searched it, and there's nothing ever there. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Well, I hope you have a great day too, Tanya. Yep, and that is true, Randy. That you know that they do after 20 years. Oh yeah, I see one here all the time. I've actually caught him in a couple of my other live streams before. Yeah, I've captured shadow people on video. I've captured lots of orbs. I don't really think he's a residual spirit, to be honest with you. He's very intelligent. He just likes to mess with people that are in the house. There is a such thing as between a good haunting and a bad haunting. Um, that is the thing. With a good haunting, they are never. They might scare you or things like that because you're not expecting it, but overall, they are there not to like harm you, scare you, anything like that. A bad haunting is something that's like out of this world that you don't want to mess with. That's like poltergeist stuff. That's like when things start getting moved, things start getting slammed, um, things start touching you, scratching you, things like that. Those are the really bad ones. Like there's been a time that I've been in a house that I had the worst feeling about in the world. I every fiber of my body was telling me run, and I didn't listen to it and I wanted to see what was in there. And next thing I know is I felt like a burning sensation going across my thigh, and I had 3 scratch marks. There was nothing around me that could have scratched me. There was no way that there was nothing. I was standing there in the middle of an empty room. And next thing I know is I had a burning feeling with 3 huge scratches going up my thigh. They're about that long each. So, I mean, spirits can touch you. They can do things like that to you. Um, but you just got to take it with a grain of salt. And the way I have learned over doing this for as many years as I have been is I go with my gut feeling. I listen to my gut more than anything else because if it tells me that there's something bad there, like I'm telling those feelings of run, then 9 out of 10 times there's something really bad there and you should not be there. No, this was not my current home. That was actually in a place in Savannah, to be honest with you. Yep, the mark of the Trinity. And see, that's the thing is with evil spirits like that, they always come in threes. Like anytime that you see anything, they always come in threes. It's the weirdest thing. I've lived in a few houses like that myself, Chicken Hawk. Definitely lived in a few houses like that. That's it's always interesting when that happens. From haunted trucking still going on. I don't think it's just Florida that has so many abandoned places. I think it's just the South. And to be honest with you, to be 100% honest with you, this place does not have nearly as abandoned places as Kansas and Missouri does. I'm not even kidding you. I was kind of shocked because when I moved down here, I was expecting a lot more, Well, I should say when I moved back down here, I was expecting a lot more. Um, but they're few and far between. You really have to know people to be able to find the really good ones around here. But in some of the other places I lived, like Georgia, Kansas, Missouri, those places were packed full of them. I could spend 2 whole entire days just hitting up every single haunted house I could, like abandoned haunted house in Kansas in one particular county and still not finish them all in that one county for 2 days. It's unreal. So, I mean, in a way, I kind of wish that there was more because it sounds like we uh we have been seeming to go to all of them over and over and over again. I'm ready for something new. Oh God, yes, I'm missing Kansas City barbecue. I am dying for some Gates. You have no idea. I love Gates. That's so cute, Tanya. I have been to the golf course. I actually have a video of me going to the golf course. I had some crazy experiences out there, actually. Last time I was out at the golf course, I started getting some really good responses, and they wanted me to be in the dark. They did not want me to have any lights on. They kept shutting off my light. And in fact, they fried my freaking light. And that made me really mad because that was really expensive. Really expensive. And yeah, it's shot. Never got to use it after that. So yeah, that place is no joke. Texas barbecue does not have it on Kansas barbecue. Sorry. Kansas City is #1 barbecue. And Don, you're good. I mean, I understand people get like really like they get worried about us and everything, but trust us when we say that we got this. It's going to take a lot to scare us. Thank you, Chicken Hawk. That is awesome. Thank you. But no, we all, like I was saying earlier, we always take every type of precaution that we need to against the living, you know. So when we go into these places, even though we may be 100% alone out there, we always have somebody on call. They know where we're at. We know, they know to check in with us. We're checking in with them constantly. They're right there if we need them. Plus, we always have a weapon on us. So if push comes to shove, I have no problem shooting somebody in the kneecap to get myself away. Right? It only takes a big, scary flying bug. To be honest with you, the homeless people around here are actually really nice. I mean, I have not had a single issue with any of the homeless people. They have always been extremely nice to me. In fact, I go out and help the homeless around here on a regular basis. It's not the chicken head. I know Omar does. Omar's a really good friend of mine, actually. If you guys don't know, I've known Omar for a couple of years now. I was actually just talking to him earlier today. But he's a really, really good friend of mine. But no, I have a little bit of a different, softer side when it comes to homeless people because I was in their situation. So whenever I run into any of them, they know that I'm not there to hurt them or harm them or anything like that. I take them food, I take them clothes. I mean, I've given them cash. You name it, I've done it for them. And the ones around here know me pretty well because I'm always doing something for them. Like we have a huge homeless camp that's maybe 3 blocks from my house, and I'm out there quite a bit feeding them and taking them dog food and water and making sure that the animals are good and that they're good too. Just who I am because I've been in that situation. And it's not a fun situation. Sometimes you just need one person to be nice to you and give you a good outlook on things, give you that little bit of help and that little bit of energy and boost to get you to realize that, I'm not this, maybe I'm down on my luck, but I can pull out of it. So that's what I do. So, I mean, I'm not really worried about the homeless people. They know if they see me, I probably have something for them. Oh, thank you. I don't do it to just do it for the just pat on the back or anything. I just do it because I love to do it, things like that. It's who I am. I am waiting for you to go out of the country with me, Carol. Hey, Texas Brenda. Omar's like off in his own little world. He is like on cloud nine right now. He is spending a lot more time doing family things than he is doing YouTube things, which is kind of nice that he's actually started to realize that he was putting YouTube too much in the in front of everything else. Oh, well, thank you, Zach. Thanks, Cindy. But no, Omar, he's becoming more and more of a family man. Tiffany's seeing him for a good, and it's nice to see. I really like her. She's so sweet. We actually will be doing more videos together. I love hanging out with her. She's a good friend. Yeah, sometimes you have to go through the darkest of times to get to the best. And you have to hit rock bottom to realize your worth sometimes. And it sucks, but it's the truth. Get down! Sorry. Now, if you guys see me throw something, don't get mad. I'm just trying to get a squirrel off of something that they're not supposed to be on. It is, Randy, but you know what? If you can pull yourself out of it, it makes you that much of a stronger person. Because I have always been one that has been taught if it doesn't kill you, it only makes you stronger. And so everything that happens in life is for a reason. You know, you're only going to be given how much you can actually handle. And it's what you choose to do with that knowledge and that situation to pull yourself out. Thanks, Cindy. And yeah, those bugs just scare the crap out of me. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Yeah, stop it. Sorry. I had to. They were chewing on something I didn't want to chew on. Sorry. They were chewing on one of my glass vases. I vowed to myself never again to, Randy. It's been, shoot, 15 years since I was homeless. I've done a lot to change my life since then. Yeah, chicken hawk. That freaked me out because just like a week or two before that was when we were out there at the Lake Lindsay Cemetery and we had that big huge thing in the woods stalking us. It scared the crap out of me on that one. And so then we were out there at that secret cemetery and I heard movement and everything. We had already been hearing coyotes earlier that night, like when we first got there before you turned the cameras on. So my first thought was, oh crap, we're going to get ate. And I got my kid out here. Because I didn't realize that there was cows that were there. So yeah, my first thought was there was a pack of coyotes and we were going to get ate. And I was going to have my little girl there and I was going to have to go crazy and like ape shit mama trying to protect her from these crazy coyotes. And it turned out to be cows. Go figure. Cows. No, I don't have parrots. I have squirrels. Hi, kid. How are you, sweetie? Exactly, woo. But it was awesome because they had two babies with them. And the babies were so cute and they were jumping and doing the little back kickies and stuff. It was really hard to see on camera because of how dark it was, but it was really cool. Nice. Yeah, my squirrels are just about as bad as parrots are. And can bite just as bad too. I'm doing good, kid. I'm glad to see you in here tonight. Yeah, moo cow moo. Get down. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to throw something else at him because he's on something he's not supposed to be on. Down. And he just looks at me like I'm stupid. I am 2.5 miles away from the ocean. I am right on the ocean. Give me 1 second. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. What is that? Yeah. Oh. No, no, no. That's not for you. Not for you. That hurt. Oh, shithead. I told you, not for you. Sorry. Nice to see you, Gary. Glad that you are here. Sorry. I was getting a squirrel off my desk. He was trying to chew up all my cables and stuff, and that was not good. Not good. I need those. You're waiting for them to attack. They won't attack me. They just like to jump on me and knock things over. Can you see him up there? That's what he's doing. And he just knocked the Febreze down. And he's getting into stuff. Because you're an asshole. Yeah, now you want to look all cutesy on the pillow. Hawk, I was actually just saying, they're actually my friends. I've known Omar for over 2 years. I've known James for a year. Met Clarissa a few times, not too often because we are so busy that every time they're in town that we just never get to hook up. But yeah, James and Omar are good friends of mine. God, he's such an ass. Just got a pencil out now. Now he's chewing on that. It's better to choose on that than anything else. Hi, Cara. Hey guys, my daughter's in here now. Miss Kakar. Yes, they've been doing this for a couple hours now, but they were just chasing each other on their cages before I went live, and they were eating. Now, one of them is sleeping on top of their cage, just chilling out, being a good one, which is my Lotus. And my Titan, my little boy, is deciding that he wants to be a hellion right now because his sister doesn't want to play with him. Yes, they are my pets. Oh, what do you mean, Zach? They've been going crazy for a while now. That's what they do when they're out. Yep, he's showing out right now. He knows Mama is busy, Mama is doing something, Mama's talking. So time to make hell and see how far he can push Mama before she gets mad. And that's what he's doing right now. I hope you have a great night, Sandy. Hi, Spring Rose. You will see him within the next few days. Yes, just like a child. Just like a child. But they're still little youngins. But they're cute. He's like in that adolescence age right now. So he's still very young and spunky. Yeah, because he's sitting there staring at me. I am Mama to him. And see, now he's all quiet and just sitting there because he knows I'm talking about him. But yeah, I'll get to the Poltergeist trailer. I have not actually gotten to go to that one yet. That one is definitely on my to-do list because I want to go in and see how haunted it actually is. I want to see if anything actually moves or anything like that. Hey, Ghost Girl. And Hank said he wants to go to the phase rug tunnel. I thought, well, run out crying. Yeah, I don't think Hank would be able to handle that, to be honest with you. Oh, well, thank you, Michelle. That's awesome. And Ghost Girl actually is from my old state. Yeah, it's a lot less when you have more people. There's a lot more when you are by yourself or just with one other person. They don't feel the spirits, I should say, they don't feel as overwhelmed and as scared, pretty much. I mean, they get nervous just like we do. They're still people. That's awesome. New Zealand? What time is it there? I don't know if the office is still there. I know that a few of the places actually got torn down recently that we used to go to. Quit it! Oh, 1:55 p.m. That's not bad. You're fine, Cara. I hope you got some good ice cream though. Yeah, that Ale House we definitely did have a dance with the drugs and the spiders. I was not scared. To be honest with you, God damn it. Sorry, guys. Um, Thank you, hon. That's very nice of you, happy, healthy horse riding family. I'm pretty sure that the office building is torn down now, to be honest with you. Yep, the Napa garage is torn down. That one's gone. I thought I was dancing jig at one point. And yes, Chicken Hawk, I am going to whoop that ass. I don't know. I'm not friends with them. So I really don't know about Joe and Todd, to be honest with you. I try not to get in their business. We aren't friends. We don't talk. We've never talked. So they're kind of on this spectrum, and I'm kind of on this spectrum, even though we all do the same things. We have mutual friends. We're just not friends. Yes, I used to live in Pennsylvania. I used to live in Hazleton for 2 years. What part of Pennsylvania are you in, Spring Rose? In fact, one of my best friends is from there. I don't know if she's in here or not. She says she's going to be in here. Oh, okay. I've heard of that place actually. But no, I used to live in Pennsylvania in a little town called Hazleton. I lived up there for 2 years. Well, Ken, if I do a 30-minute challenge in there, I would have to do that alone because it's a 30-minute alone challenge, not a 30-minute challenge with Heather. But I do love the idea. That would be a good video of just me and Heather going in there. But that is also one I would like to go and do that one with Heather for the first time since I have not been in there yet. And she has been, but then I would like to go back there completely by myself too. Just sit down and take it all in and see what happens. Yeah, I like 30-minute alone challenges too, Chris. Bring a big gun. I know I don't really need to go by myself, but you guys got to understand I like going by myself to these places. I saw that in Heather's video. It definitely did look like a kill room. Alcatraz is no joke. That place is crazy. Been in there quite a few times. My biggest fear on explorers, like when I'm exploring, is honestly having like getting ate by a bear or running straight into a gator or a snake or something along those lines. Those are my biggest fears, to be honest with you. That scares the crap out of me. Or going into some of these places, even in a group, and having like you see on some of these like people that go into these places and there's murderers sitting in there waiting for them or something. Sometimes that kind of gets to me, but it's more the animals because we do live in Florida. We do have mountain lions. We do have panthers. We do have bears. We have gators. We have all kinds of poisonous snakes and spiders. So for me, that is honestly the scariest part for me is running into something that is living that can really harm me and, excuse my French, but fuck me up. Like a bear or a panther or a cougar or a gator or a snake. Those things could really fuck you up. And so that's the only thing that kind of gets under like worries me when I go out to some of these places. I loved Alcatraz. I grew up in San Francisco until I was 10, and then we moved to Kansas City. So I spent a lot of time in San Francisco, and Alcatraz was one of those places that was actually really cool. I would like to go back now that I'm a lot older, because last time I was out there, I think I was like 7 or 8 years old. God, yes, I carry protection. I never go unarmed. Yeah, you carry. You don't have to worry about that, but we definitely do here. You are lucky, John, because we have a lot of things that are wild animals that can eat you alive here. Yeah, I've already came across a few snakes, and I don't do snakes. I'm scared to death of snakes. Snakes and spiders are my two biggest fears. Well, I should say snakes, spiders, and heights. I don't like being up in high places either. Oh, okay. What the hell did you move from Florida up there for? That place is cold and nasty. I did not like Pennsylvania. You should come back to Florida. Yep, I've seen a few of Franco's. Aw, thanks, Ken. I appreciate that. It's really nice of you, hon. And see, yeah, I don't do cold. Nothing really happened to me whenever I went to Alcatraz, even though I was young. It was more of we went on tours of it and stuff like that. So it wasn't like paranormal investigations or anything along those lines. It was like we actually took the ferry boat over and we got to walk across the whole entire island and we got to go through and learn the history about the different inmates that were in there and what their jobs were, how they survived, all that kind of cool stuff. It was really cool. Hi, JBD. Everybody's telling you thank you, Ken. Oh, I understand that one. At least you had a good reason to get up there, Spring Rose. I don't like to talk about other YouTubers like that. Um, that's all I'm gonna say on that one is I don't like talking about other YouTubers like that. He's entertaining. All right, Dustin. Oh man, I don't miss my kids being 3. That was a hard age. Cara made me watch that 90s TV show Dinosaurs over and over and over again, and she ruined it for me because that used to be my favorite TV show. I had every single episode, everything on DVD. And then when this car decided that she liked it, and she burnt me out on it so bad that I have never been able to watch it again. So, yeah, I don't miss having 3-year-olds because they really seriously do want to watch the same thing over and over and over again. Yes, Cara, you drove me crazy. All right. There was this one time me and Cara had to take a road trip by ourselves, and we were stuck in the car for 8 hours by ourselves. 8 hours. I think she was like 5 at this time, 4 or 5. And the whole entire way for 8 hours straight, she wouldn't even let me change the disc. It had to be the same disc of dinosaurs for 8 hours. And oh my goodness. After that, I wanted to break every single DVD of it because I just couldn't handle it anymore. And especially at one point, she fell asleep, so I went to try and change it, and then she woke up screaming at me because I was trying to change it, but it was just right there on the intro music for the whole entire time. Yeah, that was not fun. Oh, well, that's great, Spring Rose. Tell him I said hello and thank you for watching. And that he can do it. Just put his mind to it. Never give up. Riker, 8 hours that seriously is worse than a murder trial. Like, I wanted to pull my hair out. I wanted to scream at the top of my lungs. All right, you can. You are going to be blocked now. And you're not going to be able to talk to me because every time that you're going to sit there and say anything disgusting like that to me, guess what? You're going to get blocked. Mods, get them. Get yourself a beer. Here, Ken, you need one. Oh, just some idiot a-hole in here wants to think that he's a big tough guy and talk about saggy tits and telling me to show my tits and telling me how saggy they are and stuff. Well, you know what? I got double D's. Those things are freaking heavy. They're not going to be up to my chin because guess what? I'm 100% real. Thank you. Now, if they were up here that big, guess what? They would be fake as hell. God, I hate people like that. I put him on a 300-minute timeout, and then I'm going to talk crap on him so that he knows how messed up he is because his name is Pacey Bits King. And if he says it again, he will be blocked next time. Well, thank you, Chris. I don't take disrespect like that from any man. I don't care who you are. You do not have the right to talk to any female that way. Us females deserve to be damn respected, especially considering that we carry babies in our freaking bodies. We create life. We are nurturers. I don't care if you think I'm sexy or beautiful or anything like that. I'm not here for that. And I'm not here for you to be staring at my titties. If that was what I was, guess what? I'd be a goddamn stripper or a porn star, and then you could go over to Pornhub and see that stuff. But I'm not. I'm a paranormal investigator, and I'm a YouTuber. You do not disrespect females that way. Period. So sorry, I had to rant about that one a little bit. No kidding, Carol. It's all good. What I keep saying and what I've always said, and I tell this to everybody, is if you're not being hated on, you're not doing something right. I just don't like idiot assholes who think that women are only placed here for you to be able to stick something in. That's not what we're here for. We are individuals just like you are, and we have the same rights to have respect as you do. And how would you feel if somebody came up and said, "Pull out your saggy ass balls or hang it to your knees. Let's see them." You wouldn't like that. So what makes you think it's okay to say that to a female? Right? If men had babies, there wouldn't be no babies. Right? Or say that to his mom. There's not a lot of things that tick me off, but when a man disrespects a woman like that, that is one of my pet peeves. You do not disrespect a female like that. You don't disrespect even a man like that. You just don't disrespect people like that. That's just not cool. Not cool at all. People are disgusting sometimes. At least you guys are. You guys are awesome. But there always has to be that one to come in and stir the pot and try to ruin things, right? Right? And bras are not comfortable. Right? When they are big, they hurt like hell. First thing I do is that bra comes off and it's going flying across the room when I get home. I have to agree with you on that one, Tanya. I hate wearing a bra. Yeah, that Star Trek thumbnail is really cool. But yes, yay for non-trolls. Sorry you guys had to hear me rant about that one. That's just something you just don't do. Yeah, they suck. Especially in the summertime. Yes, I love that one. Boobs are for babies, personality is for men. Thank you. I agree with that one. Oh, thanks, guys. You might see me rant and rave once in a while, but you know what? I always have a point behind it. I don't know if I am or not, Carol. We've been talking about it. She's been really busy, and I've been really busy too. She just moved, and she was also on a long trip. I think she just got back this week, actually. Playing Flurry area might have to whoop some ass, but it's true. And I have no problem sucker punching somebody either. Done it many times. But anyways, trolls are going to be trolls. You know that you're not doing something right if you're not getting hated on. It's just the way people are. And people want to think that they have big bad asses behind a computer and behind a keyboard because nobody can touch them. I guarantee you, if they say anything like that in public, they would be completely the other way around, and they would be that scared little boy sitting in the corner because they know that if they said anything actually face to face with somebody, they would get their ass beat. So I think it's kind of funny when you have computer warriors like that, because that's exactly what they are. They want to sit there and see how far they can push you and piss you off and everything. But when it really comes down to it, they won't ever do anything to you. God, my veins are driving me crazy today. Thinking about growing them back out, actually. I like them, but they're driving me insane. I'm good. I'm always good. I just had to get like cuss him out a little bit. Best thing you can do with somebody like that is throw it right back on them and show them how much of an idiot they are. But yeah, I'm good. It's gonna be a great night. But yeah, I'm stuck at home. I can't leave. Everything's flooded out. Not happy about that. Um, I actually had to spend about 2 hours out in the backyard in the rain trying to empty my pool a little bit because it got so close to overflowing today, and that would be so bad because all that water would pour into my house. So yeah, standing out there in the middle of a pouring thunderstorm with all my pool pump going and everything, trying to release that water because seriously, it got that far from the top of my pool. Like it was that far from overfilling, which is not good. So yeah, I got a little bit of work on my pool I have to do tomorrow because having so much water come flowing out of it when it snapped my drainage pipe. So water started going everywhere. Thank God I was all in the backyard. But now I have a lake in my backyard and a river in my front yard. So I'm going to have to go and get a new drain hose and attach that this Monday. And to answer your question, no, we do not have basements in Florida. My house does sit higher than the street, so I have that advantage, but my car was in the middle of it, so I had to go running out there. It was almost up to knee deep water, just trying to get into my car and get that moved so it didn't get flooded out. Yeah, watching these little itty bitty cars trying to go through the street, they get about 3 feet down and then they have to reverse because they realize, oh crap, it goes even deeper. Because in front of my street, in front of my house, it has like two little hills, so the street's kind of like in a little valley area, so everything flows down it, and they need to come out and clean our storm drains really, really bad, because every time that it rains, the rain, that water doesn't have anywhere to go because all of the storm drains are completely full of debris and all that kind of stuff. When you came down last year, Carol, they were still shocking it. So you couldn't get in my pool last year because you would have gotten a chemical burn. Bye, Chicken Rock. I hope you have a great night. Yep, like I said, it's the middle of hurricane season. And yes, your feet were both broken too. Yeah, you guys, last time my friend Carol, that's in here, she came down last summer, and I felt so bad for her because when she was coming down for her vacation, she broke both her feet within a couple weeks of being down here. So she was laid up in a wheelchair with casts on both feet. And let me tell you what, we took her out on the beach. We got her out in the water out on Clearwater Beach. Hi, Thumper. And we actually had her out there on a floaty, and her kids picked her up and put her in there. We took her down Weeki Wachee River. I mean, we did it all. So even having two broken feet, it did not stop her. But this time we're hoping that she doesn't have two broken feet when she comes down. Yeah, no, Missouri is all flooded out. I was actually up in Kansas City just last month, to be honest with you, and oh my God, that was so bad. It was so bad up there. Yeah, I felt so bad. Yeah, I know, Randy. Both. Like, I'm not even kidding. Both feet were broken. When we took her out onto a Weeki Wachee River, she actually had these plastic bag things that have that were made for it, but she had to put it all the way up, and they came all the way up to her knees because she couldn't get anything wet. But she had a lot of fun still. She just made her boys carry her up and down everywhere. And yeah, Carol, don't break your feet this time. You have to come out here in one piece so you can actually do things with us this time and not make anybody carry you. And yes, you were on my video. I actually have you on video with both broken feet. The best part was getting pulled in the kayaks by the little fishing boat all the way back up the river and having everybody staring at us until I got flipped. That was not fun. I thought I was going to die. Yeah, Carol, how did you break both your feet? I'm kind of curious about that one too because I can't remember. Yeah, I did flip. And I got stuck between the ropes too. In really deep water. But seriously, Carol, how did you break your feet? Oh, yeah, she fell down the stairs. Aw, thanks, Tanya. Yeah, smash that like button, guys. Yeah, I felt so bad. Call it a ballerina break. Only if you were on your tippy toes doing some crazy dance moves. Or Carol, were you just trying to twerk? Was that the real thing? Were you trying to twerk? See, everybody's going off about the twerking out. Come on, Carol. We know the real truth. You weren't just falling down the stairs. You were trying to get that boogie on. I'm just giving you crap. It is a better story. Well, hi, Farah. Ah, thanks, man. Oh crap, it's gotten too quiet in the house. I mean, somebody is into something they're not supposed to. Yeah, where you twerk it up or down the stairs. That is so funny. We got 23 people in the house. We got 29 likes. That's awesome, guys. Am I ever gonna go to this firehouse? I don't know. I don't know because, like I said, and as you guys have seen, I'm not scared of ghosts. I'm scared of spiders. Like I am terrified of spiders. I don't do spiders. They. I'm good. So it would take a lot for me to get myself out there, just knowing the fact of how many are out there. And I don't want to get bit by anything again. If getting bit by a spider really sucks. It's not fun. Yes, Carol, that is true. It did suck that happened, but the best thing was that Omar introduced us together, like to each other. That is so funny. I'm still trying to get the image of twerk on the stairs. I'm still trying to get that twerk on the stairs image out of my head. I'll never look at stairs the same way again. Oh, damn, that's so funny. Yeah, Carol, now everybody's going to be having a picture of you. I know, I cried when you had to leave too. And yeah, palmetto bugs, that fly, uh, I don't mind them too much. They don't bother me too much. I'm okay with them because I know that they can't hurt me. It's things that hurt me that can actually like screw me up are things that I don't like to deal with, like spiders. They're no fun. Hi, Amy. How big do they get? Um, Not like that. They get big. The haunted church is gone now. They actually renovated it and it is open again as a church. Go figure. I will do a lot more now that I have more chances to. Yes, they're in my kitchen. And they're in the stuff that I can hear that they should not be into. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta go shoo them out. Because otherwise, they're going to get into something that they're not supposed to. You're in here and you're not supposed to be. Yeah, get out. What are you doing, man? Ouch, ouch, oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, is there an out? There, thank you. You are getting into stuff left and right that you're not supposed to. Aren't you? Aren't you? Sorry. How do I get them back in their cage? They go back in their cage on their own. And yeah, he was in my sink. And the dirty dishes, which is not good. And I see that you can actually see him. Here's my baby. That's Titan. He's the troublemaker. I am a referee when it comes to these guys. No, they're really good. Normally, they're really, really good. But no, they'll go into their cage when they're ready to go in. They go in there and go back into their nest to go back to sleep. But trying to get them to go in there when they don't want to is not the easiest thing in the world, especially with him. Because if you pick him up and he doesn't want to be picked up, he will nip you, and he does not bite nicely when he's mad. But he's learned so that he won't bite hard if he's just playing with you. But when he's really mad at you, he will bite the crap out of you. Hi, Smith. Oh, thanks, Cara. I know you're always trying to steal my stitching, aren't you? And yeah, you have thought your cats are bad. No, I don't have stairs. I live on a one-level house, so no twerking up the stairs in my house. How you doing, Smith? Nice. Crisis averted, huh? Well, you just missed me yelling at squirrels and going psycho with them. That would be funny to see is with him with a GoPro on. I've thought about doing that actually. I'm just kind of worried that he would mess it up and chew on it or chew on the straps or something, you know? Because he's a hole. I love him to death, and he's my sweet little boy, but man, does he get into stuff left and right. Yeah, he might throw it off. He'd probably chew it up and throw it off. Cara knows. Cara, do you miss your face hugger? That's awesome that you had two squirrels, Rocky and Monkey. Yeah, Titan is my little boy. Lotus is my little girl. Bye, John. Thank you. But Titan, he has his moments where he's like really sweet and wants to be loved on so much by you, and then there's times where you even try to go and touch him, and he's just like to you, you know. So it's kind of like you never know what you're gonna get. Lotus was my little hellion. Like you couldn't even get near her. Well, nobody else but me could get near her, but she's a lot tamer now. The older she gets, the nicer she gets, which is really cool because now she wants to be petted, she wants love. She'll come up and she'll take food right out of your hand, and she'll do like the whole 9 yards. When Mr. Titan was the only one that would do that. Lodi would sit there and yell at you and throw stuff at you. Yeah, that was funny. You would walk by Lotus's cage and she would chuck stuff out her cage at you and start squawking. But she hasn't done that in months now. I think it helped a lot by separating them, because when they were really little, I had them both in the same cage, and the older they got, I put them each in their own separate cages now. And I think that has really helped her because she has her own personal space now. So she doesn't she doesn't have to feel like she's going psycho all the time. Hi Bernard, how are you doing, hon? Yeah, Miss Cara refuses to even put her hand in the cage because last time she did that, I feel so bad. She got bit so bad. They were in one of their moods. They were not happy. She went to go pet them, and they turned on her quick. Poor kid had almost to the bone because they have sharp little teeth. When they want to use them, they use them. Yeah, Cara says she's traumatized. But you're okay now, honey. You've just learned your lesson with them. And that was when they were both in the same cage, too. They weren't as nice. Yeah, they really do go right on through, don't they, Farah? Oh my God, they hurt. Like when they clamp down, they don't even mean to half the time, but they go all the way through. It's like cutting butter almost. Now, Kara's really good with them now. She just doesn't put her hand in the cage. She waits until they're out of the cage and then she plays with them. So, Miss Cara, how many more days until you're home, sweetie? What are we down to now? How the heck did you get attacked by a wild squirrel? And I'm doing some math real quick because I'm checking to see when my kid's gonna be home. We're down to 40 days now. 40 days, Miss Cara, and you will be home. Oh, I can't wait till my kids are home. No, actually, they do not carry rabies. Squirrels are the only animals that you do not need to get a rabies shot from, which is really interesting. And I found that out by the emergency room. Yeah, you're going to be here 43 days, Carol. And Car and Vera will be back in 40 days. I would like to go into a haunted hospital. That'd be really cool. That would be really, really cool. Think about all the death and all the sorrow and all the emotions that are in there. Oh man, that place would be awesome. And somehow my sound got turned back on. Okay, Chicken Hawk, that was funny. You're being dumb and try to pet him and he jumped on you, huh? Well, you can't just pet any squirrel. They don't like that, you know. And yes, I have the Batman ringtone. I'm shocked you realized that. It was the old school one, too. Like super old school. But no, I've kind of done the same thing. I haven't tried to pet them. I wanted to see how far they could get, like how close to get to me and stuff. But then again, I'm the crazy animal lady. I've been in quite a few morgues actually. Those things they're interesting. Yes, they do take food out of golf carts. They're very smart. They're very, very smart. Like whenever they see me bringing in bags and they're out of their cage, they automatically will go straight through the bags and they will pull out what they want and they will run off with it. Like yesterday, I went grocery shopping and I bought cherries and peaches and watermelon and a whole bunch of fresh fruit and stuff because they eat really good. And next thing I know is I turned around and Titan had 2 cherries that he was taking off with, and I hadn't even put the bag down yet. So they're little thieves when they want to be. And yes, that is the 1960s Batman. Old school. Had to nerd out a little bit on that one. That's really cool that there's a ghost nurse at the prison. Now, one of my top places that has always been on my bucket list to go, and I will make it there eventually. I don't know how soon I'll make it, but I will make it there. Is Waverly Hills. Oh my God, I want to go to Waverly Hills so bad. And Carol and I, if she's still in here, I think she's still in here. But Carol and I are actually planning a trip overseas soon. I have some friends that live over there that are into paranormal and into abandoned houses and things like that. And they asked me if I wanted to come over and do some investigating and go check out some of these places. So I am all down for that. And so I am trying to coordinate it with Carol right now on when we can go because we're going to go over to Belgium, to Germany, to France, and a few other places like that, which is really exciting. So yeah, I'm really, 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 really looking forward to that one because that will get me completely out of the United States and get to go do some places that us American YouTubers don't get to go into too often, which is really cool. Nice. I love that, man. Yeah. Yeah, Carol, we need to sit down and make some dates for that. Like, really need to make some dates for that. And if you guys don't know, Carol's one of my best friends. I love that lady to death. But I asked her if she'd like to go with me because, you know, going to overseas like that, you don't really want to go do that by yourself. You always want to have somebody with you. And so, and she's all into going out investigating with me and stuff too. So it'd be a lot of fun to take her with me. Yeah, I have only been into Canada and a little sliver of Mexico, and that's about it. So I've never been over into Europe. So that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, we need to talk about it here. All right, Randy. Well, you have a good night, hon. Thank you for stopping in. We will see you soon, sweetie. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. They have some sanitariums that they want to take me over to. They have some abandoned castles. that are haunted. They have quite a few places that are over there that are just out of this world that I'm like so excited about going to. I have been making a list for him of the places I want to go. And what's awesome about it is he keeps finding newer ones too. So before I even get over there, he's already going to have a whole bunch of them set up. And we're going to go and explore the hell out of some of these places. And then maybe we'll do some travel vlogs because we're going to go to, what was it, Bergs, Belgium, which is supposed to be a super cute, tiny little canal town. We're going to be going to Brussels. We're going to be going to Paris, which I'm going to go and do the catacombs. I'm going to go investigate the catacombs when I go over to Paris, because what other place has that many bones that are right there around you that you can go and investigate? That's going to be so much fun. I want to go over to Germany because there are some places over there that I would really like to hit up. I want to see some of the World War One and the World War II battlefields. Like, that is one of my goals. Is I really want to go and do an investigation on World War One or World War II battlegrounds because they're all over the place over there. And after going to Gettysburg here and see what we have here and knowing how our history here in Florida alone, which we have battlefields all over Florida, and they are so freaking haunted. And going into Gettysburg and seeing how haunted that one was, I could only imagine how it would be for World War One or the World War II ones would be. So I'm really looking forward to doing that one because it's right outside Berks, actually. So there's a few things over there that I'm really excited to go and doing. That will be coming up within the next year at the very most, probably hopefully in the spring, because we want to get over there in the spring. I was thinking about going this October, but then I saw the weather and I was like, oh, hell no. I do not do cold. And for them, they're already complaining that it's hot. It is in the 70s. And they're saying that's the hottest it gets. So no way in hell that I could actually handle going over there during the winter time. I'm a Florida girl. I like my heat. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And they're going to be going in groups over there. So I will not be going into those places by myself. I might wander off by myself, but I will be with other people. And the people that I'm going to be with, I trust them and really be pretty much the only females. We're going with a big old group of guys that are over there that we know. So, and I know that they have our backs. They wouldn't let anything happen to us. So we're going to be fine. But it's going to be a lot of fun. Everything for YouTube and for our memories. I will definitely be careful when I go into the catacombs. I've heard so many stories about things that have happened in there. I'm actually going to take an actual tour guide with me, so I'm not down there by myself. I want to have somebody with me that knows them, because you can get lost so easily down there and bad things happen, and supposedly there's things down there that are like cryptids down there that eat people and kill people, and people go disappearing and never found again and get lost and never found again. I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm going to have somebody with me that can get us down there legally, 100% legally, because I'm not going to go through no storm drain or anything like half people do to get into them. And I'm going to have somebody with me that knows them like the back of their hand and knows the areas that I can go into and the areas that I can't go into. I want to stay into the public parts of them more than anything because I don't want anything bad to happen to me. Yeah, that's my biggest fear, is getting lost, because there's no way out once you get lost. It's just miles upon miles upon miles of tunnels, and that's not what I'm wanting to do. But I do want to go into them. I just want to do it the right way. Yeah, I've watched a few YouTubers go through them. I've watched a few YouTubers try to go into them, and they found these people off the street who said that they knew how to get them in there and was going to help them out and show them around, be their tour guide and everything. And instead, the guy took him down there. Yeah, he got him in there and got him into this really dark vault area, this big, huge cave room that they had in there. And then the guy robbed him and took even down to their flashlights and like left them in there. You know, these people there weren't even from that country. They've never been in there before, and they were straight robbed. Like cameras robbed, all their equipment robbed, flashlights robbed, and just left it. So that's why I want to go through like an actual travel agency and that whole entire 9 yards just to make sure that I'm as safe as possible. Because it will be a whole entire another country. It will be a foreigner. Um, Things would be different if it was here in America, but over there, I'm not playing any games. I'm going to do everything by the book that I possibly can. So yeah, that one kind of freaked me out, but it's one of those places that's always been on the bucket list, and so you got to go and do it. But you just have to do it the right way. Pay good money and go through like an actual company, not just somebody off the street. But yeah, they the way they end up getting back out was a lot of the Paris teenagers and younger adults go down there and they have big huge raves and parties on them and things. So when one of them came across them and found him in there, and they helped him get out, and that's how they got out. But they were down there for hours, stuck down there by themselves in the darkness. That would be like that. That would just be like my worst fear right there, getting lost in the underworld. I don't like. I don't like being in tight enclosed spaces like that, and so then getting lost and not even having any light. I'm good. Hi, Retro Gamer. But yeah, I've been on here for almost 2 hours now. So it is time for me to get off of here. But I hope everybody has a fabulous night. Thank you guys all for coming and spending some time with me and having some fun with me. But I am going to get off here. I'm going to get these squirrels out of my kitchen again. And then hopefully I can get some sleep because I'm running on 3 hours of sleep right now. But I love you guys all. And thank you guys. Peace.